remember, sine squared plus cosine squared equals 1. So I can replace sine squared with 1 minus cosine squared and copy down the rest of the problem. Distributive property, 2 minus 2 cosine squared x minus cosine x minus 1 equals 0. In standard form for a quadratic, I have the first term, which is negative 2 cosine squared x, the middle term, negative cosine x, and then 2 minus 1 is plus 1 equals 0. So I just put it in standard form. Now before I factor, I want the leading coefficient to be positive. So I can multiply both sides of the equation by negative 1. So this is 2 cosine squared x plus cosine x minus 1 equals 0. Factoring, two cosine x times cosine x and 1 times 1. I want the middle term to be positive, so I need the outside to be positive 2x and the middle to be negative 1 cosine x. Set the factors equal to 0. One angle has, this is again inverse, one angle has as its cosine 1/2. 60, which is pi over 3. So pi over 3 is one of the answers. However, since I really want this problem to go from 0 to 2 pi, what other quadrant besides quadrant 1 has a positive cosine? 4. And please use Roman numerals. So if I put pi over 3 in the fourth quadrant, what is this angle that comes around here? Five pi over 3, because you're writing 2 pi as 6 pi over 3 minus pi over 3 is 5 pi over 3. Now when I'm solving cosine x equals negative 1, I like to think of the cosine graph. And where is the cosine equal to negative 1 on the graph? Pi. So we get 3 answers: pi over 3, 5 pi over 3, and pi. Now I suppose that I could make a substitution of 1 minus sine squared for cosine squared, or 1 minus cosine squared for sine squared, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to divide both sides by cosine squared, because now 3 equals sine squared over cosine squared. But what is sine squared over cosine squared? Tangent squared. And now I can take the square root of each side. So tangent of x is equal to positive and negative square root of 3. Now if you don't remember what angle has as its tangent the square root of 3, let's go back to the reference triangle. So what angle has as its tangent the square root of 3? 60. Opposite over adjacent. So 60 is pi over 3, but we need to go to all 4 quadrants because it's positive and negative. So if I put pi over 3 in the second quadrant, what do I get for the angle? Two pi over 3, because it's 3 pi over 3 minus 1 pi over 3 is 2 pi over 3. If I put pi over 3 in the third quadrant, what do I get for the angle? 4 pi over 3, because 3 pi over 3 plus pi over 3 is 4 pi over 3. And if I put pi over 3 in the fourth quadrant, what do I get? 5 pi over 3, because 6 pi over 3 minus pi over 3 is 5 pi over 3.